Customers may think that paint is one of the quickest parts of the process, but paint is actually one of the most critical part in the investment that the customer can make. If I can give customers a piece of advice, it will be to make sure they work with the paint experts. Experts will pay attention to details. So when instructions are not clear on the blueprints, we make sure we look through every single detail on the paperwork. If it's not clear, we usually go and ask questions to an engineer or even a mechanic who's working on this particular part. Once it's done, we pull this VKS program, which is visual knowledge sharing, and we make our own blueprints. When the blueprints are not clear enough for operators, we all sit down and brainstorm how we can make these blueprints better. And we make our own instructions with images and with our own words on how to mask it and prep it so we can paint it in the proper way the first time. But we understand that life depends on our hands. Even a little bit of overspray on a bearing can affect the way the component may work in the aircraft. A little bit of masking left over on the part, it could make some interference on making this part work properly. So we tell our employees and we tell anybody who works in the paint department, even on the masking stations, to be aware at all times of what we are actually working on. So one of the biggest trends that I've been seeing in the aerospace business is customers are focusing more on how the part or component looks out of the box. So every time a part comes in my cell, I make sure that part looks car show quality, make sure it's properly done and it looks good. It doesn't matter if it goes in the engine bay or transmission or it goes in the hub assembly. I want to make sure this job looks good for the customer. You're always learning in the aerospace business. It's not the same thing over and over again. So whatever comes through the door, somebody is going to learn something new. So they need to be able to share this information so everybody can actually work together to make sure this part gets properly done the first time. One of the things that I enjoy working at Able or in the aerospace industry is that I get to learn how parts work, and personally I also like to ask questions about how the part works, where it goes, and what's the function of it. My name is Fernando Valenzuela, and I'm a paint specialist, and I've been working for Able Aerospace Services for 5 years.